Hello, I'm Iulian Lixandru, CEO of Empower BI. Welcome to the demonstration of our sales analysis mobile app powered by MicroStrategy. As a sales and marketing manager, I need to be able to analyze my sales at various levels and layers. This highly intuitive app allows me to look at my sales at company level, drill down into customer analysis, do geolocation analysis on my stores, and finally, drill even deeper to item level analysis of sales. As soon as I tap the company overview button, I'm taking into a screen showing me my most important KPIs together with their targeted values. I can quickly spot that my net sales are not quite as high as expected. However, my profit is doing quite well and my profit margin is quite high. I'm also able to very quickly reduce the analysis interval to only 3 months or even a month. Compare these 3 months visually with the next 3 months, so trimester versus trimester, or go back to the entire year. Right now, I would like to see how my sales are doing in different categories, and let's look at furniture. In furniture, I can actually see that the tides have shifted, and my net sales are as predicted, but my profit is a little less. I also spot that my margin is very low, which means I may have been too aggressive with my discounts. Reason why the profit is not as high as I would have wanted. In the bottom side of the screen, I'm able to quickly identify the good and bad performing months by the green or red value of the variance bar. I can quickly see that my summer months were quite good. However, the beginning of the year as well as the end, I did not do as well as I predicted. I can also swipe left and quickly see how my profit is doing versus my targeted values. Again, my summer months are doing quite good. However, June is very close to what I budgeted. Let's drill down into customer analysis now and look at our customers. As soon as I tap the button, I'm taken into a screen that's showing me my customers, and that allows me to control, by tapping on a customer, allows me to control the rest of the screen. However, the first thing I want to do is sort my customers by sales. I'm able to quickly identify my top performing customers as well as my lowest performing customers. Let's tap on one of them and do some analysis. Cagden Gammon was my second best customer, and I would like to see how my sales were with him. Overall, I had a very high increase as compared to last year. I almost doubled my sales. Profit is also very high as compared to last year, and profit margin, however, is not doing so well. I've only sold to this guy with a 25% profit margin, which means again that I may have been too aggressive with my discounts. Looking in the bottom side of the screen, I can identify the good and bad performing months, and again January and February are not doing so well in both sales versus last year as well as my profit margin. For example, for January, I have only 24% profit margin and very low sales as well. I would like to notify my account manager about this so he may take some action. And I can quickly do that by using MicroStrategy's collaborative functions. I just select the annotate function. I circle on the screen the area I need highlighted. And I can even add a comment telling him, please check bad performance. As soon as I'm done entering my comments, I can email my screen, and you see it's all the picture. It's already appearing in the email body together with my comments. And all I have to do is just type in the address, or select it from my address book, and the email will go to my manager, so that he can analyze further. let's get out of the annotation mode for the time being, and let's take a road trip. So I am now in my car heading down to some of my stores, and I would like to see how my stores are performing in sales. I have several stores spread it out throughout the island of Singapore, and I can visually analyze them, see how they're doing based on sales, but that can change. I can also look at them by profit, and you see the size of the store changes. For the time being, let's look at sales. One thing I notice is that I have two very close stores, one next to the other, and I would like to see what's going on because one of them seems to be cannibalizing the other. I can use the Google select function to select an entire area, and right now I can see that my Paragon store has very high sales as compared to my Neon store. I can get out of the overall selection and I can just select one store. So if I'm looking at my Paragon store, I have 1.7 million in sales and 645 people going to my store each day. My Neon store is not performing as well. However, one thing I notice is that the profit margin is much higher. So I must be selling high-end products here. However, I'm still not satisfied with my sales and I'll need to further investigate this situation. For the time being, however, I'm getting very close to my Marina Bay Sands store, and I would like to look at my figures before I talk to the store manager. So I see that Marina Bay is doing quite well in sales. It's got a decent profit margin and quite a nice traffic. As soon as I tap on the store's name, I'm taking it into a screen that's presenting me the overall sales by day for various months. The first thing I noticed in December is that the 14th was the best selling month. However, the margin was not as high. I'll need to check more into that to see the reasons for this. One way to do that very quickly is to just look at the category spread. And one thing I can notice is that in December I sold a lot of BI software in that store, and some hard disks and some loudspeakers. I can also drill down into different categories. So for example, if I just want to look at furniture and discounts, I can see the days in which I awarded most discounts and try to correlate them with sales. So large amount of discount was awarded on the 1st of December. Let's see how my sales were. And apparently sales were quite high in that period, but not as high as on the 22. So I'll have to check again if I was too aggressive with my discounts. Next analysis I want to do is drill down even further and look at my item sales. As soon as I tap the screen, I'm presented with the possibility to select the beginning and end of an interval. I'll just keep the current values, and I will drill to the screen. The screen is showing me all my items together with their most important KPIs: sales, profit, invoice quantity, discount awarded for each of them. I would like to sort my item by sales, and I see my touring bikes are doing quite well in both sales and profit. Next thing I want to see is who are the customers that are buying my bicycles, and I will drill down to see the customers. As soon as I drill down, I see a list of all my customers, again sorted by net sales, and all the KPIs that I previously had aggregated on item, they're now aggregated on customer level. I can again identify some of these customers and email a screen to our marketing manager to do a campaign on them very quickly. The next thing I want to do is go into market basket analysis and look at some cross-selling opportunities. As soon as I tap on the market basket analysis link, I'm taking into a VI dashboard showing me various information about a selected item. Since I'm selling a lot of bikes, the item I selected was spokes, but I'm able to select any item I need. Let's stay with spokes for the time being and look at the analysis. On the top left, I see the number of invoices by each month. As soon as I tap on a month, the rest of the screen changes to only show me the data for that month. If I want to come back to the entire year, I just tap outside the bar and I'm looking again at the entire year. To the top right of the screen, there is a highly interesting and insightful chart which is showing me all the items that have been sold together with my item. The color of the connection between the items shows the number of invoices on which the two items are together, while the size of the line connecting them shows the sales amount on the invoices that contain them together. So one thing I see is that, of course, spokes have been sold quite well with bicycles, a large amount generated. However, on common invoices, they've been sold a lot with side panels. So I may want to think about doing some promotion on that. I'm also able to annotate and share here. In the bottom left, I see the same information as in the top right, except it's in a grid right now. If I want to export that. And finally, to the bottom right of the screen, I'm able to see the number of items that appeared on common invoices together with my selected item, with spokes. So for example, one thing I see is that there were 13 invoices that contained my item and 4 more other items. This is an interesting analysis for cross-selling. Okay, that finishes the demonstration for our sales analysis mobile app. Thank you for your time and patience, and I hope you enjoyed it.